Mr. Betty.
Is Mr. Pandey or
Yes,
Pandey? Pandey. You're Pandey, aren't you? Really? Yes.
Pandey, then I can see it.
Yes, you said
We need a paper to wrap it up.
Welcome everybody. We're very happy you can come. We have in a sense, earlier start than we normally do. Invite Margaret, my partner in peace. Margaret, Ali and I, we've been working together for about 12 years. We should really appreciate each other's value as, in a sense, people of inner divinity, in a specialness to make this day important. And very happy that we could take, in a sense, the United Nations Day each week. And if that relationship is successful, then it can be a real source of love, bringing, in a sense, God's love into the family, giving nurture to children. It can be a source of peace for the wider community, wider society, and creating a family of nations which can also live in peace.
That peace begins in the home. Peace in one's own mind will lead to peace in one's family and home. Peace in the home will contribute to bliss. The institution of marriage is as old as the civilization of mankind, and mankind has practiced marriage by why? Primarily because the purpose of marriage is not understood. Furthermore, people have little support in the journey of things. The fourth Guru, Guru Ram Das, has given us a formula for a successful marriage in the form of 4 Lama, or 4 rounds or concepts.
Yeah, from Friends of Lebanon. And of course the new speakers, Mr. Pandey and others. It's wonderful, but the greatest joy of mine is this lady here. I've known Ursula for years, and she's a great spiritual person. She must have at least, I don't know how many books now. Can't count them, 30, 40, I don't know. Many books to her name.
But what is called the householder spirituality, which is so significant among Sikhs and also among the Jewish community. And for me, I've been asked to speak about spirituality of marriage. I feel spirituality and looked at the spirituality all through life, from birth, through growing up to maturity, to getting married, work, aging, dying, and so on, the whole dance of life. And I felt this really when I was young. I used to discuss this a great deal with my husband. How do you work at it when things, particularly when things don't work out? And I say, oh well, if I had understood what love is really about when I was 20 years younger, I would have had a very different marriage, or my marriage wouldn't have broken up. Or if I had been a bit more conscious work, what is the spirituality of marriage? And I think there, for me, really, it's a sharing of body, mind, and soul.
First of all, I must express my gratitude for the organizers of this event who have given me an opportunity to put forth my views. Changes taking place in society and economic growth and social changes were taking place, and so there were many ways springing in the society, so it was a vital aspect of our society to be looked into, and that was why it was taken.
Amazing. I was very touched. I almost felt like crying when I heard that. It's really amazing, to do that, and it's beautiful. Anyway, thank you for that, Pandey. It's now my pleasure to invite Mr. Eddie Hartley. He's the chair of have the basic family working, and you have to have the school of love working at home to be able to love others.
Help to stop the catastrophic breakdown. They don't stop it completely. They may stop 30 to 50 or even 60% of breakdown. But that's a massive improvement. So, and so these are primarily, were originally, if you say, Christian programs. Okay, if you have a look at I've tried to put something up there for you on the screen, but just in case it didn't signals to society, and then a couple of relationship education programs. Now, why do I mention Bridge? This is a typical practitioner report. I won't go through the whole thing with you on that. But basically, couples sit down and they answer about marriage to our society. Now, I'm sure the different faiths have different rates of breakdown. I certainly know that unfortunately, the Christian faith is not.
Let's get working.
The Canada American soil had a wake-up call about the dangers and the crisis of our society and civilization if the marriage, the nuclear family, and in some of the other countries, the extent to do was the linking up between the United Nations statutes on human rights and the rights of the child and the family, which, as you know, were, and this is where does your freedom end and where does the encroachment begin? So this is a very interesting issue, and the UN has been.
I feel it's right. And how do we convince them to come to learn something about life? I think that's the question I have. I mean, it must have been some thought. I would like to.
So therefore, how do you change that mindset? We've had 11 years of being told about equality and equality and everything. I believe very much in the sanctity of marriage. I've been married for 21 years this year.
Gosh.
And I have 2
You're
children.
21 years old.
Thank you very much.
People to prison for stealing a prawn sandwich, but there's no penalty for stealing relationships.
That's right.
And that's what's happening, and it's just very upsetting to see that every day. And I think that's is crucial. I mean, Margaret gave an example of her son. She casually mentioned that he's from a different ethnic background to herself, but I know families that would have just turned their backs if their sons, whom they brought up in this country, God forbid, wanted to marry someone of a...
From what you say, in my own family or in my own culture, which is, again, I'm a Christian, it works very well when somebody, they're not 45 years, my brother didn't know her, they just married her and sent to America, and she's now in our family, our auntie. I mean, for what, 5 years.
Take your girlfriend to the sex clinic and get kitted out for sex. This is what is happening. So sexually transmitted disease amongst our young people are at epidemic levels.
You can have 5 minutes to speak together or go to the toilet or something, but come back here, please. When can we meet?